Hi, I'm Dave. I help businesses to use IT more effectively. Are you running a managed service provider and are you providing VCIO services to your clients? Because if not, you're leaving 20 to 30% of the potential money you could be making on the table. And more importantly, you're doing your clients a disservice because you're not strategically delivering IT services. It's all very well to fix their printers or their emails and get some of these projects done, but are you actually helping them grow their business? There are some people that have VCIOs in their business which are actually TANs. TANs are technical account managers, and what they do is they're sort of a bit salesy, a bit managerial, and they sit between the customer and the techies and they make sure that the services get delivered and things are working properly. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm specifically talking about is a fractional IT director who helps your clients to use technology better. Now, if you've got customers where they're not engaging with you very well, or they're demanding more services, or they're growing quickly, this is a great opportunity to put a VCIO in place. So what are the potential risks and benefits? I think the first fear that comes up is, well, what if your VCIO, especially if they're not really part of the team, day to day, every day, they propose solutions that we can't deliver or we've already rejected. So that comes down to communication and creating a roadmap and sharing it with you before it's being discussed with the customer. It's all about having conversations. This isn't about creating pretty graphs and reports. That might be what you're thinking. It's that, we could produce a report of how many tickets we've resolved and how quickly we resolved them. Nobody cares. What they want to know is the technology driving my business forward? Are we getting the service that we need? And people will put up with terrible service because it's too much hassle and work to change, because IT is so entwined with what people do. Then you've got managed service providers, IT support companies, where they're years and years behind where the customer needs them to be. They're not done anything in terms of cybersecurity, multi-factor authentication, moving to the cloud. And these are big problems for the MSP and for the customer, but also great opportunities. We make sure that whatever's proposed, you can deliver it, or I can help you find technical people who will do that for you, who will work really well and still make a profit and not make more support work for your team. Because if things are already on fire, which they are at some MSPs, adding more work is not what you want. We want to align the business strategy with the technology services. So you know this thing, people go, we've been waiting 2 weeks for you to set up this new staff member that we haven't told you about. Or we've got somebody starting tomorrow, can you get them a computer? We've moved offices, but we haven't bothered telling you. It's just insanity. We get this all the time, mostly with smaller businesses, to be fair, but the bigger ones, some of them are equally as bad. The point here is we're having conversations about the business, about profit and loss, risk, sales, marketing, accounts, finance. Technology is just a part of that picture. And by delivering that kind of service on top of your managed IT service, you're delivering much more value to the business, much more stickiness. So that fear that you may have that somebody might suggest stuff you can't do, or you're moving too fast, or that's about having a conversation as well and not proposing stuff that's already been rejected by having that conversation, going, well, we thought about doing that, but we can't do it because of this. It's not some kind of person that's coming in from high and just going, we're going to do all these fantastic things. Now, I'm an enthusiastic person, I love ideas, but I have to be realistic and discuss things with both the business and the IT managed service provider and make sure it will work. The second thing that we see is things not getting finished. This is very frustrating. Put my project management hat on, and this often happens because there's a lack of timescales, there's a lack of planning, there's a lack of project management leadership. And a lot of the time, people that are doing day-to-day firefighting are the same people that are trying to get these projects over the line. So I've got lots of techniques I can help you with that. I'll do some more videos on that actually. It's a great subject for me to explore, this idea that how do you get stuff done when you're constantly being interrupted? Then finally, looking at a virtual chief information officer, please be careful to make sure that whoever's doing it for you, whether it's me or somebody else, that they're actually delivering not just sales, not just accounts management, but real business strategy. That way you can charge the customer a premium for this service. This should form a package on top of your managed service. So if you're already doing the good, better, best thing that Nigel often suggested, Nigel Moore, you're probably familiar with this idea of you can just add things on. So make the VCIO service an add-on package, but you need to give some element of VCIO to everyone. And some of that can be delivered by your technical account managers. I can help you create a framework for that. I've got a tool that's absolutely fantastic, which what it will do is it will enable you to compare what the business is looking like, not your business, the customer, to other businesses. And it will give you a scale so you can say to them, hey, you're under investing in cybersecurity, that's putting your business at risk. Here's where your competitors are. We can also align the projects that you want to get done to the business requirements. That takes some conversations, but it's not as hard as it looks. If you know what to look for, trying to get people to say decommission ancient Exchange servers or Server 2003 or something ridiculous. It's about aligning the technology to the business. And once you do that, the conversation moves in a different direction. You'll find that the customer's way more engaged. And this works for both those customers who really hate IT and really not interested, and those customers that are super engaged and want to move things quicker than you want to. I'm sure you've got some like startup customers that are trying to do a million things at once and everything's on fire. Having a plan in place really helps them, and those customers that are on those legacy systems, never to spend any money, put me in front of them. It's worth trying, because you never know, I might be able to close those things you've been working on the last 5 years. Take what your team have done and make it happen. This is not about making how brilliant Dave is. This is about making your team shine and perform as well as we possibly can make them. So if that sounds interesting, get in touch, give me a call. Love to have a chat about how we could possibly work together. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you. Speak soon.